So Donald Trump has took to Truth Social to direct his Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, to use all available funds to make sure the military meets payroll. Now, they have a pay date coming up on October 15th, and because of the government shutdown and not having passed a defense authorization bill or anything like that, there is no funds there to make payroll. Now, Donald Trump told Pete Hegseth to use all available money. So what do? They go looking. And according to a DoD spokesman, they have come out and they found about $8 billion worth of research grants that were never allocated out, that they're going to shift around and use to make sure they meet their payroll. But that's troubling for multiple reasons. One, if this was true $8 billion worth of research grants, why weren't they given out? Two, why didn't DOJ find it when they were doing their audit of the government, looking for all sorts of waste, fraud, and abuse? Money that was sitting there and not being spent should have been earmarked and as waste, fraud, or abuse and dealt with. They didn't do that. Very odd. And if the money's not there, where's the money going to actually come from? I don't know. But this is trademark Donald Trump. He's now come out and said, well, I told Pete Hegseth to take care of it. So now, if the military misses its payroll date on October 15th, it's going to be falling solely on the lap of Pete Hegseth, according to Donald Trump. He's going to say, well, I told Hegseth to deal with it. He didn't get it done. It's his fault. And of course, Donald Trump may have to end up firing him, blah, 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 because all Donald Trump cares about is how this makes him look. So he's taken to Truth Social trying to find a solution. The real solution would be negotiate with Democrats, get the government back open, and come to a deal for funding. Or tell Mike Johnson to bring the House back and vote on a funding package for the military. Congressional Democrats have said, hey, we want to fund the military. Come on back, we'll vote on something. Mike Johnson says, no, we're gone for another week. He's going to be out past the pay date for the military at the 15th. Doesn't seem to care. In fact, he said it's not our responsibility to back pay him. We'll deal with it later. We don't have to pass something now. We'll deal with it later. We've already passed our budget. Mike Johnson doesn't seem to care. As I talked about in a previous video, they don't care about the troops. They use them as a talking point. They want you to believe they care. They don't. So is this going to actually work and pay the troops? We don't know. Now, congressional Democrats could sue Donald Trump to prevent it, but they don't want to do with the optics of how bad it would look to prevent him from moving this money around. We'll see if that paycheck actually goes out on the 15th, or if Donald Trump is doing what he's always done and blowing smoke and making himself look good.